Good day everyone. Today we will discuss our report titled Women in Education. My name is Melchor John Artemilioso from BSEMC 2A. The 2015 United Nations report, The World's Women 2015 Trends and Statistics, highlight gender issues in education. Globally, this trend report tells us about difference between a region with gender parity and without it. So what is gender parity? Gender parity is a statistical measure that compares a particular indicator among women, like average income for the same indicator among men. Measuring gender parity, especially how it changed over time, gives policymakers and researchers a sense of whether we are progressing or regressing in any given area, and this is an important tool for anyone working towards gender progress. Gender parity in primary education is present globally, with this performing better than boys in some regions. However, countries without gender parity face high risk of discrimination. Over 3 out of 4 of 58 million out of 8 school children lived in Sub-Saharan Africa and Southern Asia, with the half of these girls coming from this region. In quality still exists at the higher level of education, with fewer students enrolling in the secondary education than primary education. Women may be underrepresented in STEM fields such as science and technology, engineering, and mathematics, and vocational courses involving physical activity. Despite illiteracy being eradicated in most countries, 781 million people aged 15 and overly remain illiterate, with women making up to 2/3 of these statistics. The Philippine government committed to achieving Millennium Development Goals by 2015. The children everywhere, boys and girls alike, will be able to complete a full course of primary schooling, and also to eliminate gender disparity in primary and secondary education. Right now, I believe that our Philippine government has somehow been able to achieve this goal in our society. We can see a lot of opportunities has been open for all genders. We will have a long journey to go, but it's important to know that we already made a progress.
So here are some fast facts about our topic, women and education. The Philippine Statistics Authority reported the following data on education. First on the list is literacy in year 2008. 68 million or 85.6% of Filipinos aged 10 years old and over are basically literate, meaning they're able to read and write. Basic literacy is at 96.1% for women and 95.1% for men. Women have higher basic literacy and numerical skills than men. Specifically, 26 million for women have basic literacy versus 25 million of men. Functional literacy in terms of numerical statistics is at 25 million for women versus 24 million for men. In terms of communication, is at 20 million for women and versus 18 million for men. The trend of higher literacy for women corresponds with that more women finish elementary school and high school than men. Next is enrollment in primary and secondary school in school year 2010 to 2011. Enrollment for public primary education was at 91.07% for girls versus 88.78% for boys. Statistically, 9 out of 100 girls aged 6 to 11 did not go to school during this period versus 11 in every 100 boys. Enrollment for public secondary education was less than elementary education. Consistent with global statistics, 66.09% of girls aged 12 to 15 years old enrolled in secondary education versus 56.63% for boys. About 80.27% of girls completed their secondary education versus 69.88% of boys. For every 100 boys, 69 girls dropped out of school during this period. More girls were able to complete both primary and secondary education in school year 2010 to 2011. Another one is our alternative schooling systems. Madrasa schools or alternative schools for instruction on Islam only accounted for 2% of primary school enrollees for the period of 2006 to 2007. About 52.57% of enrollees were female, while 47.43% were male. Even less students enrolled in public secondary madrasa schools with a total of 34,241 enrollees. 57.24% of them are women, while 42.76% were men. Barely 3% or 337,616 of the total elementary level enrollees were from the indigenous peoples community. Approximately 49.65% of these IP enrollees were female. Only 86,771 students from the indigenous peoples enrolled in secondary education, with 53.76% female enrollees. Next is higher education. For higher education enrollment during school year 2005 to 2006, 54.48% of enrollees were women versus 45.52% for men. There was a higher preference for private higher education for both male and female students. In terms of school preference, 6 in every 10 women and 7 in every 10 men preferred to enroll in private universities and colleges than in public schools. Education as a vocation. It is also gendered, with 89.58% of public school teachers and 77.0.6% of public secondary school teachers are female. The data are based on 2008 to 2009 survey of the Philippine Statistics Authority. With this data that I have told you earlier, we can see that women have the upper hand against men when it comes to education. In terms of population, in terms of skills, in literacy, so on and so forth. Even though that women are not given that high regard when it comes to education, while men are having this entitlement with it, I can see and I can say that women are very vital in our social and economic development. As mentioned earlier, in terms to public school teachers, and it is very visible in our schools that most of our teachers, the one who educate the young minds of our generation, are women. So when it comes to this topic, women and education, I can say that education is genderless. That's why every one of us has the right to be educated. That's why today, let's value women and value education. And I am Ken Jero M. Baladon from BSEMC 2A, together with Melchor Jan Tumilioso. Thank you and God bless.